This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Neshannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside, and alley-oop, the young gun.
She'll strike it, and score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you come to Mohawk High School, and that's why you bring Tim Continenza along. Scale of 1 to 10, Tim Continenza, how did Mr. Caden Butch do?
He did fantastic. You gotta love that.
Gotta love being playing ball here in the month of June. 4 softball teams out of the 8 in Lawrence County are playing in the state tournament, including these first-time WPIAL champion Mohawk Warriors. What a season it has been for this Warrior squad, Tim, and just looking to continue upon what they have started over the course of this year. And it's been a high-powered offense, top to bottom. We talked about it when we saw them in the semifinals against Avonworth that they were hitting it well, top to bottom. How about in the championship game where all 9 batters have a hit,
yes.
8 of the 9 have an RBI?
Yeah, it's just a phenomenal effort that we see each and every time the Warriors take the field here. And they're, of course, led by Reagan Magno in the circle, who does such a phenomenal job setting the pace each and every game that she's in the circle and has done a great job. But you did look at what Addie Moskal brings on every play, not just at third base defensively, but at the plate. It's just really sets the table for this entire team.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Al's Corner, located just off the Turnpike in Coppell. Refuel both your vehicle and yourself at Al's Corner. Daily food specials satisfy any craving. They're open daily until 11. Dine in or take out. Make sure you refuel at Al's Diner. So Mohawk coming in at 19-5. Again, the champions out of the WPIAL District 7. On the other side, Harbor Creek 18-5. The runner-ups 1-run loss to undefeated Sharon up there in District 10. Big battle that was between the Tigers and the Huskies. This is a Harbor Creek team that also can hit the ball extremely well. The biggest difference you'll notice between the two teams, you got 5 seniors in the starting lineup for Harbor Creek versus just 2 in the starting lineup for Mohawk.
Yeah, it's a younger team in Mohawk, but in the same vein, a very experienced team. They've played together all year long. They have succeeded and continue to grow, and that's really what they've built on. And they have a short memory. When something goes wrong, they get over it very quickly and they continue to move forward.
We'll take a look at the starting lineup after this first pitch coming in. It is Maggie Konecki who will be leading off, the second baseman for Tim Caputo's Harbor Creek Huskies. And just like that, first pitch coming in from Reagan Magno, 5 minutes early, but we are underway. Your starting lineup brought to you by Doran Concrete. Maggie Konecki, Brooke and Annabella Sapala. Addison Lucas, the pitcher in the cleanup spot. Talon King, Georgia Weber, Hannah Smith, Riley Vogt, and Brooke Prabilski, the starting 9 for the Huskies. That one also up high, but catches the top of the zone, evens the count at 1-1. Konecki coming in, hitting at .453 on the year.
Yeah, it's really important to get off to a great start if you're here for Mohawk. You just want to really set the table here with that first batter.
That one down in the pebbles for ball 2. We'll talk about the Mohawk defensive alignment here after this 2-1 pitch. Get the best defense behind you at Medore Bonner Law, a community firm with personal connection and individualized service.
You're looking at the outside, or actually in the outfield is McGrill, Hare, and Granado. And then in the infield from third to first is Moscow, Young, Pizzulo, Cole, and Pistorius behind the plate, and Magno on the mound. Or I should say in the circle.
In the circle. 14-4 record on the year for Magno. 98 strikeouts, 43 walks. Not the gaudy numbers, but Coach Pizzulo the first to tell you that doesn't matter very much. As this 2-2 pitch is chopped towards Erica Young. Feel like we said that a whole heck of a lot over the last few days. She had 9 assists in the WPIAL championship and a couple putouts of her own. She gets the first one here today. How fitting.
And that is exactly what this Warrior team does really well. They field the ball. They're able to execute, make sure they get the outs. They don't always have to get 2 when the opportunity's there, but more importantly, get the lead out. They've done a really great job all season long doing that.
Here's the one you're going to watch out for. Just a freshman, the only freshman in the starting lineup, but number 2 batter here in Brooklyn, Sapala, hitting .662 on the season. Watches the first pitch trail outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and have the advantage batting left-handed, so if you put it on the ground, you got about a 2-step advantage than you do from the right side.
Magno winds, fires. This one misses upstairs, 2-0 the count. Brooklyn, the freshman, and Annabella, the senior, hitting 2-3 for this Huskies lineup. Wearing those black uniforms, the orange pants, nice classic look. Mohawk in their all whites with the red socks. 2-0 pitch. It slaps right at third base, but Moscow can't control it, but able to keep in control, regather, and fire on the first for the second out.
Yeah, nice play there by Moscow. She was able to really get it right at the line, and the ball bounced right off her chest, and she just went down, grabbed the ball, threw it across in time, didn't panic in the process, and gets the out. 2 down here in the top of the first.
2 up, 2 down. Now here is Annabella Sapala. 3-hitter with 28 RBI on the season. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. So 3 batters, all first pitch balls. Not what you like to see often, but decent command here in the early going.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, obviously, you'd rather see strikes to start out for batter, but in the same vein, she's induced 2 ground ball outs here in the first 2 batters.
And that's what she does so well, as this one tails inside, catches the inside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Mentioned this is one of the 4 games that we have on the tap here today for Lawrence County. We have 3 of them on our airwaves, and thanks to YDL Sports, they'll have the Union game on later on, as this one is golfed towards third base. Moskal, plenty of time on the first. 3 groundouts to start today's contest as Harbor Creek goes down in order, 1, 2, 3. Harbor Creek 0, Mohawk coming up to bat. Let's step aside real quick. We'll be back with the Mohawk starting lineup when we return. It's the PIAA Playoffs, brought to you by Al's Corner here on LCSportsNet.com.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
even if it's the same day. To schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Bottom of the first inning coming up. Let's take a look at the Mohawk starting lineup. Same starting 10 that Coach Hank Pizzulo had in the WPIAL Championship game. Addie Moskal, Erica Young, Olivia Hare, AAA to start the batting order. Maya McGreal in the cleanup spot. Lydia Cole, Gianna Pizzulo, and Reagan Magno hitting 5, 6, 7. Gigi Cower, the designated player, hitting 8th. The 9 batter is the catcher, Miley Pistorius, and the flex is right fielder, Allie Granado. So again, Moskal, Young, Hare, McGreal, Cole, Pizzulo, Magno, Cower, and Pistorius with Granado in the flex. And Tim Continenza has your defensive alignment here for Harbor Creek.
Harbor Creek has Cipolla in right field, Weber in center, and Smith, Cipolla in left, and Weber in center, Smith in right. From third to first, it's King, Przewski, Konecki, and Vogt. With Cipolla, that is Annabella Cipolla behind the plate, and in the circle is Addison Lucas.
Addison Lucas coming in with a 11-4 record on the year, 11-4 record, 127 strikeouts versus 39 walks on the year. So again, many more strikeouts on the season compared to her sophomore counterpart. 2 sophomores in the circle, but you saw what Mohawk does so well with Reagan Magno is getting those ground ball outs and getting those batters on top.
Relies heavily on her infield defense to do real well, and that is one of the better defenses that you're going to find in the infield in the state of Pennsylvania is what you see here from Mohawk.
The catcher made the last out, so we will have a slight delay. Hey, here's our umpiring crew today, by the way, for the first round here in Class 3A. Kenneth Costello behind the plate, and on the bases first is Jeff Rinn. John Palco, is at second base, and Taylor Hott, at third. Laurel also underway at the beginning of their game. They're taking on Cranberry. That's a Limon special right there in terms of the mascot. What's the mascot for Cranberry there, Tim?
I have no idea.
Well, put it this way. If Limon likes it.
You know it's fantastic.
It is the Cranberry Berries.
Of course.
The Fightin' Berries. First pitch into left-handed hitting Azzy Moskal misses outside for ball 1. Moskal, who was our MVP of the game, a 3-hit performance, including an RBI triple in that one. And again, all 9 of these Mohawk starters had base hits in the WPIAL Championship game. And I think most impressive is this one evens the count at 1-1. Most impressive, Tim, they put up 7 runs all earned against a pitcher who had allowed 10 total runs all season long.
Yeah, I mean, when they get going, they can just really string hits together. It's really an impressive offense to watch.
Laying one down to the pitcher. It's going to be fielded by Addison Lucas and on to first for the first out of the inning. So Moskal attempts to bunt, but a little bit too close to the pitcher there. Good play by Lucas.
Yeah, she fielded it really well. That's really the bottom line there. The bunt was actually pretty good to the third base side of the circle. It was just fielded perfectly and was able to get Moskal by a step.
So now I'll bring up Erica Young, leads the team with 21 RBI on the season. Again, she was one of our 2 Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game winners in that championship game. She fouls the first pitch fouled on the right field line. She and in the on-deck circle, Olivia Hare. We'll talk more about what Hare did in that championship game. What I want to ask Tim is what a difference it is when the District 10 championship game that Harbor Creek played in was a week ago on Monday, on Memorial Day. Mohawk, theirs was delayed from Wednesday to Friday, so they had just 48 hours to prepare for this game.
Actually, I kind of like that. I'd rather have a short time and continue to play versus a long wait. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, it gives everybody an opportunity to rest, and you just continue to have batting and fielding practice in the meantime. But I kind of like the idea of being more consistent in play.
Yeah, especially when the team is as hot as Mohawk is. They had to wait 10 days, actually, between the semifinals and the finals. They will ask for an appeal at that check swing, but Young did hold the swing. Erica, the youngest of 3, Ashley and Alyssa, the older sisters. One played for a WPIAL championship, one played for a state championship, but only Erica getting the gold medal as this one rises up and in, misses the zone, so 3-1 to count now to Erica Young.
Yeah, she has a .512 on-base percentage, so she has a really great eye here at the plate.
3-1 coming here from the sophomore Addison Lucas. Misses downstairs for ball 4. A 1-out walk, John, and there's your first base runner of the game.
Now the question is, with one down, how do you handle this? If you're Mohawk, do you look to move the runner? Do you have the runner go and try to steal a base, or you just play for a big inning and see if Hare can just put something in play? Hare, of course, batting .371 on the season and with almost a .400 on-base percentage.
But here's the thing. She can do it all. She's going to RMU. She can slap. She can hit for power. And she swings through this one towards the right center gap. That's going to fall in for a single. So first pitch swinging and finding the open spot is Olivia Hare.
There you go. They're playing more for the big inning and the opportunity here to get an early run with 2 runners on, 1 down, and McGrill coming to the plate.
But that's exactly it right there, though. 1 through 9 can hit. 1 through 9 can bunt if need to as well. Olivia Hare bunted for a sacrifice early in that game, but then hit an inside the park home run to right field. And guess what? That wasn't the play of the game. Because she made a diving catch in right center field in that 7th inning that was ESPN worthy. So here comes Maya McGreal. Her first pitch offering catches the top of the zone for strike 1. McGreal coming in with a .385 average on the year. One of the 2 seniors, but she will not be playing softball at the next level. She's going to RMU, majoring in psychology. Here's the 0-1 from Lucas. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Love our vantage point today, Tim, being right behind home plate.
Yeah, we got one of the best umpires in the area doing the game, too. I've watched him do a few games this year. Always impressed the way he handles the strike zone.
Nice to see we have 4-man crew the rest of the way as well. 0-2 pitch misses outside. Good hold there by McGreal. Makes the count 1-2. It's also nice being right behind home plate. I love North Allegheny, but if I mess up first, right field and left field one more time, as we're looking out from the left field fence, basically where the scoreboard is here. Here's the 1-2 upstairs for ball 2, evens the count.
Yeah, it was a good riser there, just seeing if she would chase, and it was just out of the zone like most risers are, and not a bad pitch at all. Evens the count at 2-2.
Try to keep you updated on the other games as they get going, as this one again misses upstairs. So after 2 quick strikes, the count now full. Lydia Cole, the first baseman in the on-deck circle. As Laurel Cranberry just now underway. We started about 5 minutes early here at Mohawk. They started about 5 minutes late up there in the land of the berries. Payoff pitch. Lifted towards shallow right field, and it's actually going to be caught over the shoulder. Great play by Konecki.
Yeah, she went back on that nicely and was able to get that over-the-shoulder catch for the out, for the second out here of the inning. Because when that was off the bat, it looks like it was going to find that no-man land right past first base into right field.
Let's see if Lydia Cole can cash in. We mentioned 8 of 9 had RBI. She's the only one who did not get an RBI in that championship game. She did have an opportunity, but it would have had to been a solo home run. She does have 1 dinger on the season, does Cole. Watches this first pitch miss high for ball 1.
Yeah, slugging percentage of .407 on the season, so she can hit the ball hard and put it in the gaps.
The other games going on. The Shannock at 4:30 will be taking on West Shamokin, as that one hits the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Much to the displeasure of the Mohawk faithful. Yeah, nice crowd on hand. We got bleachers, brand new bleachers here at this brand new turf facility.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
That one's upstairs, makes the count 2-1.
We've been watching them put it in over the last year and the spring, and they've done a phenomenal job here for their outdoor sports here at Mohawk, especially for the baseball and the softball field.
Yep, didn't get the press box in yet, but that's the plan for next season. We are under the tent here today, and we're in great shape. This one's foul back and out of play. Thank you, Matt Flannery, for moving my car. Makes the count 2-2.
No insurance calls today, huh?
Well, we're gonna call MVP insurance at the end of this one
that's true
for your MVP of the game, but we're still way away from that. Here's the 2-2 to Cole. Bounces its way in. Good scoop there by Sapala behind the dish, and the count again full. So runners will be off and moving on the pitch.
The string is out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on.
Lucas in the circle. The sophomore winds and fires and misses downstairs, and bases are full of Warriors here in the bottom of the first inning, and the freshman Gianna Pizzulo coming to bat.
You really want to take advantage of this opportunity here if you're Mohawk. I know there's 2 down and you got to come through with a 2-out hit, which is not always the easiest thing to do in sports, but when you get bases loaded in the first inning, you have a chance to put your opponent playing from behind early in the ball game. You love that situation.
Pizzulo is going to watch this one bounce in.
Lucas has been a little wild here. I mean, it's her second walk of the inning, and it has not really gotten ahead of hitters in her outing here so far.
Yeah, 3 first pitch strikes, 3 first pitch balls through the first 6 batters. The 1-0 right down Broadway evens the count at 1-1, and you wonder too, you never know. Again, brand new turf facility here. It's becoming more the norm, but how many games have been played on turf for Harbor Creek over the course of the year?
Yeah, no, you're right. That is a more of a new phenomenon has happened in high school sports.
This one misses upstairs, 2-1 to count. You might be saying, why is it, any different? It shouldn't be any different, but when you're playing in regular fields on dirt, you got the hole. And
I was going to say, there's just a different feel on dirt than you do on a true bounce of a turf field.
The 2-1, foul right field line and out of play. Count even at 2-2, and we're glad that we were able to see Cal U dirt natural infield for the WPIAL championships. But I'll tell you what, after the 3rd inning of the first game of the day, there was already a hole in the batter's box. It looked like it was a slow pitch men's beer league on a Friday night. So, there's pros and cons.
I think at the high school level to get more games in.
Called strike 3, catches the inside corner. Pizzulo caught looking, and the bases left full of Warriors. Scoreless at the end of the first inning. We'll finish that thought about turf versus dirt when we return. Second inning coming. PIAA playoff action is brought to you by Al's Corner here on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
No 2 companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
4, 5, 6 hitters coming up here in the top of the second inning for Harbor Creek. A good first inning from Mohawk, but they leave the bases full of Warriors.
Yeah, this is a scenario where they just got to, have short memories, come back out and get onto the field and do what they did in the top of the first, where they got 3 up, 3 down, and they had the 3 ground balls to the short and to third base to get the outs.
First pitch misses for ball 1 here to the 4 hitter. That's Addison Lucas, the pitcher. How about this? 40 RBI on the season for the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, she's obviously a huge cog in this lineup.
This one dribbled down the third baseline. Long way for Moskal to go, but she's able to get it there, and a nice stretch by Cole to finish the play.
Outstanding play there by Moskal, because she was playing deep. She had to come all the way in from third base, field that maybe about 10 feet from home plate, and then make a nice throw on the move to first base on a short pass to get the out. So impressive play there by Moskal.
And so 2 outs made by Young, 2 outs made by Moskal. Talon King will now step to the plate, 284 hitter on the season. And first pitch strike thrown in there to the sophomore third baseman. Magno winds, fires. This one's fouled right back, makes the count 0-2. But again, that's kind of what she does, though, is that even if you fall behind in the count, pitch to contact, let your defense make plays, and that's what this Mohawk team has done essentially the entire year.
I think the last time I seen her pitch, she only had like 4 or 5 strikeouts the entire game, but it wasn't really her game. Her game is to pitch to contact and use that infield, who's been just fantastic this year.
That one misses upstairs. Count now 1-2. Yeah, to your point, 3 Ks, 2 walks in the championship game, and it was 1 K, 1 walk in the semifinal.
Yeah. She's been really consistent throughout the year.
Can't get the batter to chase on this one. Good hold by King. Count now 2-2.
Yeah, we were up 0-2, and it's not a bad idea to go outside, see if she'll chase, go up with the riser, see if she'll chase. Now you can go inside or outside here if you're a Magno.
2-2, and she does get her to chase up high for the first strikeout of the game and her 99th of the season. 2 away, here in the top of the second inning. Senior Georgia Weber on step to the plate. Mentioned it, 5 seniors in this starting lineup, but a good mix of youth and experience as this team has a couple of freshmen and sophomores that have been doing a lot of heavy lifting on the year. First pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1.
You know, it really just about continuity. The more you play together, the better you are. Obviously, experience helps, but you gain that as the season progresses. Now that you're in a state tournament, it really is kind of evens out.
That one misses downstairs, evens the count at 1-1. It was a 7-6 defeat to Sharon in that District 10 title game.
You look at Harbor Creek batting as a team, 418 on the season.
This one lifted towards left field. McGreal takes a step back, now a step in, and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. 6 up, 6 down through 2 innings of play for Harbor Creek. Back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Today's broadcast brought to you by Al's Corner.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
On your way to the game, be sure to refuel at Al's Corner. Finest gasoline since 1997, with the finest food around as well. With daily specials and pizza and subs available nightly until 10 p.m., you'll be properly refueled as well. Located just off the PA Turnpike on Big Beaver Boulevard in Koppel. Good luck to both teams tonight from Al's Corner, proud supporters of Mohawk Athletics.
Big thanks to our friends at Al's Corner. Been so great to us and to Mohawk throughout the course of the year. Hey, if you're tired of gas station food, stop at Al's Corner, your one-stop shop for homemade meals, snacks, and good company. You can get their full menu by going to alscorner.com. That's ALS-corner.com. So 6 batters to the plate in the first inning, but no runs scored. First pitch swinging is the pitcher Reagan Magno, and it goes to the first baseman, 3 unassisted, 1 pitch, 1 out for Addison Lucas, who right now, Tim, would just need to kind of settle down after what was a bit of a shaky first inning, but she got out of it.
Yeah, that was the key here. It's getting an early out here to start this next inning and see how she can settle down. I mean, in the first inning, she only gave up 1 hit, but she walked a couple and left the bases loaded before retiring his side.
Right down Broadway for Gigi Coward, the designated player today.
Gigi batting .262 on the season with an on-base percentage of 348.
That one misses upstairs, evens the count at 1-1. Gigi now with 12 RBI on the year. Going into the semifinals, she was the only player not to be in double digits and ended up having one of the top plays in that game as she hit a 2-run double that ended up being the game-winning runs to take down Avonworth. That one misses outside, 2-1 to count. Yeah, it's crazy how the WPI seeding went. The top 4 all made it to the semifinals, but it ended up being the 4-seed Mohawk as the champions, the 3-seed South Park as the runner-ups, the 2-seed Ligonier Valley as the 3 coming out after they won the consolation game against top-seeded Avonworth. So they got the top 4 correct, but in the wrong order.
Yeah, well, that's what tournaments can do. You know, that's the fun thing about a tournament. I mean, you try to seed them to see who will go the farthest and give them in the best scenario. But you got all 4 in there, but in the end, 3 and 4 were a little bit stronger this year than people give credit for.
3-1 ground ball up the middle. Backhanded play there by Konecki. Throw to first will be not quite in time. May have beaten her if the throw had gotten there, or if the throw was able to be hung on to, I should say, by Riley Vogt.
That's a tough play. I mean, she went down to her knees to stop that ball, and the ball bounced away from her. She was able to get up and make that throw. I mean, what a great effort there. You got to give the effort to Konecki for what she did there, but not necessarily a bad thing. It was just pure effort. Just came up a little short.
So 9-hitter Maya Pistorius now to the plate. Watches the first pitch down at the knees for called strike 1. So the second hit of the game for Mohawk. Now Pistorius at the plate. Interesting stat on her, has more triples than doubles on the season.
Yeah, I got to see her do a couple triples this year. I mean, she's a fun player to watch. When she can get going, she just doesn't turn. When she just likes making those left-hand turns like a racer.
Yeah, well, we're not in the month of May anymore, but I'll still take any Indy 500 references you can give. 0-2 pitch misses downstairs. Count now 1-2, but you can see at least Mohawk's perspective, thinking that a couple low strikes being called. Hey, make a living down there. If the umpire's given the call at the knees, gotta say fine by me. Here's the 1-2 now. That one again misses downstairs. 2-2 to count. I like that Lucas is trying to attack down at the bottom of the zone now.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously you got to make adjustments around a ball game. In the first inning, she kind of struggled, walked a couple in the process, gave up an infield hit here. We'll see how she handles it.
2-2 pitch driven the other way in the right field for a base hit. Station to station. Runner will hold at second base. And again, 2 on, 1 out. Basically the same scenario as last inning.
I've seen Pistorius do that throughout the season, be able to take a pitch the opposite way into the hole between second and first for a base hit. It was a nice play there. Keep the inning going. 2 on. And the top of the order now at the plate.
Yeah, Addie Moskal, who tried to bunt for a hit in her first at bat, but was unable to reach. Hitting .500 on the year coming into today's contest and leads the team with 10 doubles. She's first pitch swinging, chops it foul down the first base line. Addie Moskal, just a sophomore. Many sophomores, 5 of them actually in the starting lineup.
Yeah, bright future on that level here for the Warriors.
That one misses down and away, evens the count at 1-1.
Here's the thing is there's only one down. You've seen her, this is the second time, so you just need to take your time, look for something that's in your zone, and make a good swing.
Another one that just drops down out of the zone, 2-1 the count. Yeah, Moskal mentioned those 10 doubles, also 4 triples, including that one in the championship. .743 slugging percentage. That's a nice slugging percentage for a leadoff batter.
That's getting the job done. That's just bottom line.
Here's the 2-1. Fouled down the left field line and out of play. Rick Young coaching at first base. His daughter, I would say, is in the on-deck circle, but with the left-handed batter up, she's staying behind the fence. Can't say I blame her.
Yeah, the batting circle's only used for in general purpose.
The 2-2. Ground ball right up the middle. A little hesitation. Not sure which way she was going to throw it, but a good play by Lucas to get the lead runner going to third. So fielder's choice 1-5 retires Cower for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, good choice there. I mean, you went right back to her. She looked at the runners and realized that she had plenty of time to make a good throw over to third base to get the lead runner. And, 2 down. Bring on the next batter.
Brings on your Malone recruit. Malone commit, I should say, in Erica Young. She's first pitch swing, ground ball to short. Taken there by the shortstop in Prabilski and just barely beats the speedy Young down to first base. 6-3 retires the side. 2 hits, but both runners left stranded on the bags. We're scoreless through 2 innings of play. We're back in a moment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Owl's Corner. It's here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
7-8-9 hitters coming up to the plate here in the top of the third inning for Harbor Creek. Scoreless here in the first round of the Class 3A state tournament. I'm James Dotson. Tim Continenza is going to take over for the middle three.
I appreciate that, James. As Hannah Smith steps in, batting from the right side, facing Magna. Top of the third here. First pitch going to hit the outside corner for a strike. And she's quickly up 0-1.
Tim, we didn't get a chance to talk really about our keys to the game. We'll get that after this batter. We'll get that graphic up to talk about it for full. But just kind of ponder that as we're now scoreless through two.
Here's the pitch. It's a nice drive into the gap. This is going to – oh, what a play by center fielder Olivia Hare. Reaching up high, jumping, and making the catch on the move.
Matt Nattel. We got the LCAP instant replay.
There's a
wow. I mean, look, I hate to say it though. Compared to the one she made on Friday, that was And that's how impressive Friday's was, because that was incredible. Full extension, knew she was approaching the wall, so kind of was alligator armed a little bit, but makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Beautiful early nomination for your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Why not? We're in that Maley inning.
Yes. Riley Vogt at the plate now. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Going to be high and outside. Moves the count to 2-0.
So there's your keys to the game. I mean, Mohawk 1 through 9 for sure. Pitching to contact are doing that so far. And for Harbor Creek, got to find a way to put the ball in play. They had a game against Neshannock earlier this year, Tim, where they failed to do so. Addie Fry had 18 strikeouts in that game. They got to put the ball in play. That's what Mohawk wants, but
got to give
Riley
Vogt a lot of credit here. She's taken the first 3 pitches, all of them balls. She hasn't chased anything. Putting some pressure on Magno here to throw a strike.
And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk.
And that's the first base runner here for the Huskies. And Brooke Brabilski at the plate. She's the shortstop here for the Huskies. Bats from the right side. So the first runner on the base path is Riley Vogt for the Huskies.
And now 5 straight as that one misses just down low.
Let's see if she steps away a little bit and kind of just regather herself a little bit before she gets back onto the center of the circle. Here's the pitch. That's going to find the inside corner for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 down here in the top of the third.
We'll take a look at the full bracket for Class 3A here during our Maley Minute, and we'll also take a look at the other games going on featuring Lawrence County teams.
Here's the pitch. They're going to try a bunt. It's popped up right back to the pitcher. Throw to first. Not in time for the double up. But they get the out on the pop-up to the pitcher.
And I like that she didn't rush on the throw to first. She made sure she got the catch first and foremost. That's what really matters, Tim. Get that first out. If you have a chance to double up, great, but you got to make sure you get the first one. That's a big second out of the inning. Get Probowski now top of the order with Konecki coming to the plate.
Yeah, Maggie Konecki, the second baseman here for the Huskies. High on that riser, ball 1.
And right now, at times, Reagan struggling to find the release point on a couple of these pitches, but she's staying close enough to the zone that Harbor Creek has to honor every time that she does throw it.
Maggie is a .453 batter this season. And that's going to hit the inside corner to even it up at 1-1.
Yeah, it's a nice little screwball she has that it's cutting. And, I mean, the batter's like, wait, that almost hit me. Well, when it hits the very front of the plate, it's on the corner. By the time it hits the catcher is when it's so far inside.
Here's the pitch. And ground ball to second base. Easy throw over to first for the out. And we have played 2.5 here from Mohawk. And we're still scoreless as we head into our Melee minute.
Let's take a look at the Class 3A softball playoffs. The top of the bracket, the eastern side, so to speak. Midwest, the champion out of District 4, is taking on the runner-up from District 3, Littletown. Conroe-Legan, the District 12 champion, takes on District 11 champion, Palisades. District 2 champ, Mid-Valley, will be facing the District 4 runner-up in Loyalsock. And the District 6 runner-up, Juniata, goes to take on District 3 champion, Kutztown. Here, Mohawk and Harbor Creek, the District 7 champ versus District 10 runner-up. The winner of this one takes on either Forest Hills or Ligonier Valley. That's District 6 champion versus District 7 third place team. Chestnut Ridge is the District 5 champion. They're hosting South Park today. And Sharon, the District 10 champion, is hosting, I say hosting, they're playing at Allegheny College against Avonworth, the fourth place team out of District 7. The other games going on today involving WPIAL Lawrence County teams. Laurel going on right now against Cranberry. That's the District 9 champion, Fightin' Berries, Mighty Berries there of Cranberry, taking on the District 7 third place team Laurel. Also in 2A, just underway, Neshannock, the District 7 champion for the third straight year, taking on District 6 runner-up West Shamokin. That's a 4:30 start. DuBois Central Catholic taking on Union. That's a 5 o'clock start. District 9 champ versus District 7 runner-up. There's your Melee Minute, brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, keeping you in the game as we keep you informed. Just a couple times left to do that here of the 2024 season.
Here's a swinging foul ball down the third base side, foul by Olivia Hare. Of course, we've seen her glove work in the top of the inning, reaching up on that jumping catch in center field. Now at the plate. Olivia batting .371 on the season, batting from the left side. Here's Lucas' pitch, and it's ground ball to short. Picked up there, fire across, not in time. It'll be a base hit for Hare.
Her second hit of the game, and that's what she can do. I mean, she hit for power in the championship game, hit for power in her first at bat here. This one, hey, I'm the leadoff batter. I just want to get on base. A little slapper, really not even a slow roller, kind of a medium roller to the shortstop, but for Bilski, just no chance to get Hare coming out of that left-handed batter's box.
Up next is Maya McGrill. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Nope, she's going to put on the brakes and return back to first base. And that was a strike. So Lucas up on the count, 0-1.
Yeah, but a good job, honestly, by Hare not to go, because really she was expecting the bunt. You got to make sure you see the bunt down. She did that perfectly.
And another high pitch. This one is going to go outside, and it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. As McGrill did square the bunt. And tries to get the bunt down. It'll be fouled backwards.
Yeah, tried a little too hard to deaden that one and almost missed the bat completely. You want to get it near the end of the bat, because that's what's going to allow it to deaden and sit right in front of home plate. That time, just as it tailed away, she couldn't quite get to it.
And we're going to have a timeout here for a little conference between batter and coach.
Yeah, Coach Pizzullo is going to use his offensive conference here. Gives us another chance to give our shout-out to our friends at Al's Corner. So many daily specials available at Al's Corner. If you're heading on the way home, meatloaf sandwich or hot sausage sandwich, that'd be my vote for sure for the specials today. And, of course, every Friday, great fish dinner specials available at Al's Corner. Finest gasoline since 1997. 1-2 now the count.
I have popped up to the second baseman in her first at-bat. And is down 1 ball, 2 strikes here with runner at first with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Tries to get it down. She's going to foul it off, and that'll be strike 3.
Well, trying to do the job. I mean, this is telling you what kind of game Coach Pizzullo thinks it's going to be. You have your cleanup hitter trying to bunt there with 2 strikes. And it ends up being the strikeout victim number 2 of the game as a result.
Lydia Cole now at the plate with Hare at first base. And foul off first base side. It's going to be in play, and nice catch there by Sapala for the out.
And the only reason why, obviously bunting with 2 strikes is a risk because it can be a strikeout if you bunt it foul. However, the more reason why I'm not as sure about that last decision, and I'm not the coach, so I don't know the players. He obviously has a lot of trust in Maya McGreal. I would have trust in her because she had only struck out 8 times on the entire season. I would trust her to try to get a ball in play one way or another, but hey, you got to be thinking one run might be the difference in this one. Try to get it any way you can.
You're scoreless in the third. You're looking to get runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
Understandable. Pizzulo takes this on the outside corner, even it up at 1-1.
And that's exactly why. I mean, you got to be trying basically every inning. You've already left 5 on base. We got to do anything you can to get that timely hit. Get runners on base, get runners in motion. No problem with it.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off first base side, out of play.
Gianna Pizzulo mentioned the freshman actually had the win in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. Come from behind win where she came in relief for the last 3+ innings.
Here's Lucas' pitch, and swing and a miss, and I'll end the inning on the strikeout. So we have now played 3 innings here at Mohawk, and we're still scoreless.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Move to the top of the 4th inning. The first pitch by Magno is inside for ball 1.
Yeah, this is the big out. It's 2, 3, 4 in the order, but this is the tough one. As you got, again, Brooklyn Sapala coming in a .662 hitter on the year.
Yeah, Sapala, and Lucas due up here this inning. Ground ball past the pitcher to second base. Gonna have to hurry, not in time. And there's the first base hit of the ball game here for the Huskies.
And that's exactly why. She's very similar in style to what you see for Olivia Hare on the other side. Just gets enough to get it past the pitcher that there's absolutely no chance that the second baseman's going to be able to come up and make that play. But she also can swing for a little bit of power, so you can't just have everybody cheating way up in the infield because she'll be able to get right by you.
Now at plate is Annabella Sapala. She's the catcher. She grounded out to third base in her first at-bat in the first inning. And that ball's going to hit the inside corner for a strike.
And here's the other reason why you got to pay attention now, because she has 32 swiped bases on the year. This is Brooklyn Sapala. Just a matter of when she'll take off, and do you try to do pitch out or something to try to stop her.
Yeah, Pistorius has a good arm. We've seen her.
Oh, that hit her.
Oh. They're going to get confirmation? No. Yes. I think they're going to confirm it was a hit batsman.
But I think the runner on first left early, I think is what the call is.
Yes, there is something. The umpire pointed at first base. Not sure exactly what the call is, but here comes the coach. So we're going to try to find out for sure exactly what the call was. Yeah, runner at first must have left early, so that would be the out. Wait a second. 1-0, she's still at the plate, yeah. It's 0-1, and Lucas is still at the plate, or is that no? Annabella Sapala.
Yeah, so it was a no pitch because yes, the runner left early, and then a little confusion, a little frustration for Annabella because she got down to first base because she was told to go down to first base because she was hit by the pitch, and then the first base umpire telling her no to go back, and the home plate umpire said again, no, you got hit by a pitch. You're like, wait, no, he wasn't even officially aware that yes, it was a runner out for leaving early.
And that's the difference in having 4 umpires versus 2. You can catch the little details. There's a pop-up in the infield, and shortstop Young there to make the play for the second out.
And first base umpire was emphatic with the call, Jeff Rinn.
Yeah, he called her right away.
Yeah.
He pointed right at her.
And I couldn't tell if he was pointing that the runner did something wrong or that the ball actually hit the bat and not the elbow. And that's what
I wasn't sure if he was communicating with the umpire behind home plate or not.
Nonetheless, after the leaving early and now a flyout, 2 down in the inning.
And quickly now, Magno gets ahead of Lucas. No balls, 1 strikes with 2 outs, nobody on here.
And this is what the great pitchers end up doing, though. They basically add a new pitch to their arsenal when you get to the second or third time through the order.
There's a fastball, and it's going to be fouled off, and it'll move the count to no balls, 2 strikes here on Addison Lucas. Of course, she is the pitcher, so it's pitcher on pitcher.
Hitting over 500 on the year, and she's the one with the power. We talked about the key of Lucas' power. 3 dingers on the year to lead the team.
Going to go outside, and she won't chase on that one, and move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's perfect by everybody. Pitcher hits the spot, catcher in the right spot, umpire not giving the Tokyo Little League strike zone, and Addison Lucas holding, not chasing a ball out of the zone.
Here's the pitch. Again, a nice high riser outside, and it'll move the count to 2-2.
And so that's exactly it. You change the eye level a couple of pitches there, make her see something different, and now you come back with what your bread and butter is. This got to be your best pitch right here coming on 2-2.
Yeah, we'll look for that possible screwball here. Ground ball, third base side, steps on third. She'll get it, throw across, and it's going to be off the bag. And there'll be a base hit here for Lucas.
Yeah, that's a tough play because if she doesn't step on the bag, I think she's probably going to be safe or probably going to easily be able to hold on to the ball and get there. But stepping on the bag kind of just threw everything timing-wise off.
And it obviously lifts you up about 2 inches off the ground that you're normally not. And that makes a big difference, too, going down for the ball.
You calling that a hit? I mean,
I got to call it a hit.
I'm borderline. I was going to say error initially.
I would only call it an error if it was truly, like over the bag and she didn't have the bag in the way.
Yeah. So courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher. Courtesy runner.
We got a courtesy runner, and we'll try to identify her in a moment.
It's Breeze, Kayla Breeze.
All right, here's the pitch. Ground is going to be into the gap. And it'll go all the way to the wall. And they're going to send the runner from first. Here comes the relay. It's going to beat it. It has got out of the glove of Pistorius. She is safe.
Yeah, the throw and the throw got there right when the runner did, right in perfect time. But because of that, could not quite secure it at the plate, and a good hard slide to kick it out by the courtesy runner Kayla Brees for the first run of the game.
Yeah, I give King a 2-base hit on that as she took it all the way to the left center wall there.
Her 24th RBI of the year.
And it brings up Georgia Weaver, and the ground ball to short. Picked up there. Fire across, and for the third out, but we have the first run of the ball game here for the Huskies. It's 1-0 with the Warriors coming back here in the fourth. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by AlCap.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
We move now to the bottom of the fourth inning, and it's 1-0. Harbor Creek.
Yeah, scoreboard day. Went to the next inning before. I think Manny Retort might have to go over and try to work on it.
Ground ball to shortstop on the first pitch. Throw across in time for the out. 6-3. Record that first out for Magno at the batter, and then they'll bring up Cower, and Pastoria still to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, the 8-9 hitters each had hits in their first at bats back in the second inning. 1-0 your score.
Yeah, Lucas pitching with the lead for the first time here tonight. And here's her delivery. Gets on the inside corner for a strike. Gigi Cower is the DP tonight.
Tell you what, I don't mind the cloud cover right now.
There's outside. Even up the count at 1-1.
Quick out-of-town scoreboard. You're going your way out-of-town scoreboard from the Newcastle Transit Authority. Neshannock takes a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning over West Shamokin.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be down low.
Gabby Parad, the Trib Live High School Sports Network Player of the Week, gets the RBI. She had both RBI in Neshannock's victory in the championship. How about Mohawk, the WPIAL Team of the Week and our LCAP Team of the Month here on Lawrence County SportsNet.
Here's a drive to center field, and Weaver is there for the play.
Yeah, right at Georgia Weber out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, Weber didn't have to move more than one step to make that.
Up the bat for the Warriors, number 12. Hard hit ball, and you know, again, Mohawk, yeah, you've left 6 runners on base already, but you're hitting the ball hard, you're doing the right things. Keep playing your game. A lot of game left. Don't need to panic down 1-0. I mean, this is a team that averages nearly 8 runs a game. Don't have to panic yet.
That's going to hit the outside corner for Lucas, and she's up on the count. No balls, 1 strike.
And especially because, yeah, you've seen a lot of pitches already here.
Yeah.
About to hit the 3rd time through the order.
One thing in sports, you got to have a short memory, and you got to just bounce back from the next opportunity. And, you know, the Warriors had a couple runners on earlier in the game, couldn't get them across the plate. Now's the time to just take it one bat at a time, even though there's 2 down here in the inning. And there it is going to the opposite side, and it's a nice play again, this time by Kornecki for the 3rd out. So we have now played 4 complete here at Mohawk, with Harbor Creek leading the Warriors 1-0. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
You're looking for quality concrete services? Contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
For the Huskies.
As we now move to the top of the 5th inning, 1-0 Huskies with the lead here over the Warriors. And reminding everybody, tonight's game is brought to you by Al's Corners.
Yeah, meals, snacks, appetizers, pizza, so much more. Ask about party pricing for their main courses and trays, and refuel before the game or on your way home at Al's Corner.
Magno in the circle delivers the pitch, and it's going to be on the outside corner with a changeup, it looked like there, for strike one.
And again, just a new pitch, something a little bit different. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up, some Smith, Vogt, and Probilski. And it was Smith here who, she's got some power, 2 home runs on the year, and she was basically robbed of extra bases in her first at-bat by the catch in the outfield by Olivia Hare.
Riser up high, evens the count at 1-1. Yes, Smith flew out deep to center field in her last at-bat. Swing and a miss. She's behind on that one. And she's down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Winner of this one takes on either Forest Hills or Ligonier Valley. Currently a 1-0 Rangers lead of Forest Hills, excuse me. Nice off-speed pitch there for strike 3.
Yeah.
Getting her out in front.
Exactly what she needed to do. Set the pace there, get that first out of the inning.
And how about that? That is strikeout number 100 on the season for Reagan Magno. Again, the numbers don't sound incredibly high because that's not the kind of pitcher she is, but still a great milestone for the sophomore to get.
So Riley Vogt now at the plate. And she's going to hit it over to third base down the right field line. It's in play for a base hit.
Yeah, Vogt didn't hit it hard, but she got enough of it to get the barrel out in front and get the hit. And I think we're going to see a pinch runner potentially come in for the senior first baseman.
It is, and it'll be number 17.
So the pinch runner is Ariana Denning.
So Denning will take over at first base here. And at the plate is Brooke Probilski.
Fast-moving game here, Tim. Fast-moving game, already the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, a lot of contact in this game. There's a strike on the outside corner.
It's now the question with 1 down. Are you trying to move the runner and get it to the top of your order, or are you going to let your 9-hitter swing? Probilski tried to bunt but popped it up in her first at-bat. Now with Denning, the pinch runner at first.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Going to have to go to short way and throws it away, and they'll be safe. Runners will advance from second to third on the play. Ball gets by the shortstop, and they're going to keep him right there, but the runner from first will move to second.
Yeah, you're going to have to ask about
that.
Yeah,
there was interference there.
And it did look like whether it was the umpire is right on it.
Umpire's trying to say no, there isn't. Yeah.
And say, yeah, there was a lot of space, and he's going to ask him to see if there's any conference. It did look like he reached out to grab her.
Yeah.
Our angle doesn't look like it, but I mean the umpire was staring right at it. So I'm going to believe everything that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go
there.
with the umpires. You know.
Absolutely, but the issue is.
But the 2 errors on the play there. The first one as Young threw the ball to Pizzulu, threw it behind her and went by her, and then they picked up the ball and threw it back towards third base, and it got by the shortstop again.
Yeah, and that's just a case
and
of, I think,
let both runners now move up each 60 feet.
And I think that's the case of just a little frustration from the senior. It was an in-between hop that she thought she should have had, probably should have had. She made it 99 times out of 100, but then as it comes back through, it just upset that she didn't make the play. She ends up causing another run, and now you got the top of the order up, 1 down, and an open base. So now if you're Mohawk, you got to be thinking play up. You got to choke this run.
Yeah, and it brings up Kornecki to the plate. She grounded to short and grounded to second base in her first 2 at-bats.
And interesting here because the left side of the infield is up, but the right side is still playing back.
Well, obviously some scouting reports must tell you that she's going to pull the ball most of the time, even though the last one was fouled off first base side.
Well, her last ground out was to second base as well. We're going to have to get rid of that softball
Well,
as
I
it hit
think
off the
you
roof.
bring in the runners from the short and third base side, maybe to cut off the run at home.
But if it's the right side, you're willing to take the out.
Yeah, you want to take the out.
Square.
There's the squeeze, and it's going to be foul. Nice play there by Pistorius, jumping on that ball immediately when it was still in the batter's box on the left-hand side.
Hit the runner while she was still in the box. And here's the rule is that as long as any part of the body is still in the batter's box, the batter is still in the batter's box. So that is why she is not out for hitting her out of the box.
It's a 0-2 count here. One down, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Ground ball past the shortstop on a drawn-in infield. He'll score one. They'll throw home. Pistorius will grab the ball up the line, and they will get an RBI single there for Kornecki.
Yeah, your Toshiba RBI brings the pinch runner, I should say, Indenning home for the second run of the game. And now a open base at first. Let's see what Mohawk has chosen to do. I mean, you don't typically want to walk the two-hitter for the three-hitter, but again, this is not your typical two-hitter the way she has an average.
Yeah, this is a difficult scenario, now trailing 2-0. Batting .662 on the season. Ball gets by. They're going to throw home, and it's going to get away. It'll go down third base side. The runner will move up one base. They'll score the run on the wild pitch. And all of a sudden, it is now 3-0. And a big inning here for the Huskies. They scored twice.
And still with only one out and another runner just 60 feet away. Whole infield's got to be thinking stay in now.
Up high on the riser. And it moves the count to 2-0.
A dangerous scenario now if you're Mohawk. You got to try to keep this within striking distance. You have the bats to be able to do it. But even go back to that RBI hit from Kornecki. If you don't have that error, you're probably playing double play depth. You probably have a chance that the middle infielder's back, and you're probably going to make that play.
Another swinging, this one going home for the out, and in time. No,
Save. She dropped the ball. She dropped the ball.
Pistorius dropped the ball, and the run will score on the fielder's choice.
I think a good job by Pistorius just to go and try to change everything up here right now. Just go a little chat with her pitcher, because those are runs that are not her fault.
Yeah.
The ball comes out, but it does come out pretty late, Tim, as we're checking on the replay here. But you got to be able to hold it throughout the tag.
The runner at second base. And Annabella's Cipolla at the plate. Here's the pitch. Another ground ball third base side. Moskal throws it across the diamond for the out. And there's two down, and the runner will check in at third base now. And Addison Lucas will be coming to the plate.
Number 13, Addison Lucas.
So 3 runs across here in the top of the 5th for the Huskies. And that pitch is going to be up high and outside. Ball 1. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on the changeup. And they'll bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
And again, you just got to put everything else behind you. Come out, make your best pitches right now, best play of the day. Trust your defense and get out of this inning with no further damage.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off first base side and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here. 3 runs across here in the top of the 5th for Harbor Creek. Magno in the circle and delivers. Outside with the fast one. He'll move the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Up high again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third. 2 down. 3 runs already across here for the Huskies. Reagan Magno delivers. Foul ball, first base side, and they'll do it again at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, good job. Just enough of a good job by Addison Lucas to slow down the top half of the body. When you're fooled, everything's leaning out in front. You just got to keep the hands back just long enough to be able to extend and finish the swing, and she just got the end of the bat to hit it.
Just made enough contact to stay alive. Here we go. Ground ball to short, picked up there by Young, fires across for the out. But a big inning here for Harbor Creek as they score 3 times, and they extend their lead to 4-0 over the Warriors. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor Shenango Girls Track and Field as April's LCAP Team of the Month after hosting the semis and qualifying for the WPIAL Finals. Congratulations to Coach John Montgomery and the Shenango Girls Track and Field team, your April LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Nick Fernitti of Elwood City Track as the April LGKG Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month after breaking the school record in the 300-meter hurdles and helping his team to the WPIAA Finals. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Ava Koski of Neshannock Track as April's LGKG Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month for breaking her own school record in the high jump and going undefeated in a year in duels. Congratulations and best of luck, Neshannock's Ava Koski and Elwood City's Nick Fernitti, your LGKG Athletes of the Month, presented by the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Those are the April LGKG Athletes of the Month. Shout out to our Athletes of the Month for the month of May. Tori Atkins, PIAA champion in the 400 meters from Laurel. She is the female Athlete of the Month. And the LGKG Athlete of the Month on the male side is Colton Fedrizzi. A couple of WPIAL golds and a couple of medals as well from shot put and discus. And, of course, these Mohawk Warriors, your LCAP Team of the Month for May, though they trail 4-0 here going into the bottom of the 5th inning.
Moscow, Young, and Hare due up here for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is outside, ball 1.
And you're not going to get it all back in one swing of the bat. Chip away, do what you do best.
You just need base runners right now. Just one at-bat at a time, and that's exactly it. You can't, you're not going to score 4 in one at plate. To lead off the inning. So you just got to, like you said, take it one step at a time and look for base runners.
We're talking about no doubles defense. Third baseman Talon King is standing literally on the foul line at third base.
The outfield is playing about halfway. I mean, they're in, comparatively speaking, in a small field. Center fielder's right around the logo. Going to be outside corner for a strike to even. Going to be outside. Ball 1. Two runs across here for the Huskies in the 7th. RBI there by Addison Lucas. Talon King is at the plate, the third base. At the plate. Runner at first and third. Three balls, one strike, 2 down here in top of the 7th. 2 runs across here for the Huskies. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, through for another base hit, RBI single. That by King. And I'll put runners at second and first.
Coming to the plate for the Huskies, number 14, Georgia Weber.
Georgia Weber now coming to the plate. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
All right, so a 3-run fifth and now a 3-run seventh for Harbor Creek. Extending this lead 7-1 now. Ground ball, Magno able to backhand it over the first. Barely able to hang on to it and maintain the bag there was Cole for the third out of the inning. But 3 more runs across the board. Mohawk will need a 6th spot. They put 7 on the board in the 5th inning of the WPIAL Championship. They're very much capable of doing it. We'll keep it right here. And to recap the last couple of innings is, of course, the sunshine starting to overheat the equipment right at the last second. We apologize, technical difficulties, not sure where we were cutting in and out. So here's what, we'll start from the 5th inning with the 3-run inning after the 1-out single by Riley Vogt. Her pinch runner, Adriana Denning, scored on a double that was hit from Probilski. Or the error by 6, and then the single by Konecki is where the run first scored. And then Brooklyn Sapala with an RBI fielder's choice made it 4-1. In the bottom of the 6th, Mohawk able to get the run back. A 1-out single from Gianna Pizzulo. Advanced to second on a wild pitch, stole third on the throwback to the pitcher, and then scored on Reagan Magno's RBI single. It looked like a little bit of life for the Warriors. But then in the top of the 7th inning, Tim, I'll let you take the 7th.
Riley Vogt opened it up with the single, followed by excuse me, Probilski. He had his single, and she would end up following by Kornecki with an RBI single. That would be scoring Vogt. And then we had a ground out to the pitcher by Sapala, but Annabella Sapala grounded out 6-5. But Addison Lucas came through with an RBI single to make it second run across as Probilski scored. And then finally we had another RBI single, this time by Taylon King for the 3rd run of the inning, as they put a 3 spot in the top of the 7th inning.
But now making it 7-1. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. The question that we have in there is, this is the top of the order in the last chance scenario now for the Warriors. So that whole inning began with Riley Vogt coming to bat, which she apparently had not re-entered, at least had not been reported that way to Mohawk. And then after a pitch and a strike was thrown to her, the umpires conferred after Coach Pizzulo questioned it, and then they announced a re-entry. And the pitch still stood from the 0-1, so we never were able to get full clarification on how that all played out. But nonetheless, she was able to get on base and then ended up being part of that 3-run 7th inning.
Unfortunate scenario here for the Warriors.
Yeah.
But, you play the game the right way. You try to get the umpire's attention, and sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't.
0-2 down in the Pebbles, makes it count 1-2.
Doesn't make it any easier, but it does help. You got to give them Huskies credit, taking a full advantage of it here in the 7th inning, scoring 3 times.
Well, it can get frustrating too. I mean, there was a play at third base where it looked like a coach may have grabbed the base runner. Pretty clear to the umpire that no, she did not. But again, it's one thing to have something that close becoming the focal point of something.
Well, let's be honest. It's just one of those games where Mohawk has not had many of the breaks go their way. They've had a lot of atom balls here today where they hit them hard and strong, but right at players.
Another one down low, and the count runs full. And here's what you need: base runners. Any way you can get them.
Exactly.
You're not going to get 6 runs back with one swing of the bat.
No, I mean, you just want to get Moscow on and go from there and bring up Young, and that's exactly it. You can only do it one batter at a time here.
Payoff pitch, pop up towards shallow left field. Hannah Smith is going to rush in and make the catch for the first out of the inning.
And that has been the story of the game here. I mean, Lucas has settled down. I mean, in the first inning, she walked a couple players, but after that, she got her strike zone back and hasn't walked another player throughout this ball game. And in the process, has settled down. And then they built this lead for her. And now it's just a matter of getting outs. She's pitching to contact and getting those outs.
Yeah, she's doing exactly what she's basically using the Mohawk playbook against them.
Yeah.
So now Erica Young, first one bounces into her for ball 1. Yeah, only 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Definitely not the style of play we've seen, she averages about 1.6 strikeouts per inning on the season. Erica Young now with an 11-game hitting streak, trying to keep her senior season alive. Two and 0 the count. Here to Young. Swing and a miss. Count now 2-1. Yeah, well, we can see if we can try after postgame to see if we can get any sort of clarification on what that ruling was in the 7th inning.
Yeah, it was just an odd scenario.
Yeah, just want to know exactly how that rule plays out, and that's what we want to learn for the future. 2-1 pitch is roped towards right field. It'll fall in for a 1-out single. So Erica Young staying strong. Now 2 for 3 on the day. She's been on base 3 times.
Yeah, she walked back in the first, singled in the 5th, and singled here in the 7th. And that's what we were talking about. You got to get base runners in that. They got their first here, and it'll bring up Hare.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. Golfed that one out to right field. First pitch down at the knees, called strike 1. 19 RBI. She had the inside the park home run in the WPIAL championship game. Trying to extend this inning as long as she can. This one downstairs evens the count at 1-1. And after the game, we'll have our Bailey Chiropractic play of the game, our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Here in today's broadcast, brought to you by Al's Corner. Outside, 2-1 to count. The pitch count was up there early, too, for Lucas. She was at 60 pitches in the 4th inning. That was pitch number 94. This one's lifted towards left field. Smith, a couple steps back, settles under it, and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Her second catch in the outfield this inning, and now Mohawk down to their final out.
Maya McGrill coming to the plate.
Number 19, Maya McGrill. Senior Maya McGrill she actually takes a little point down to her senior teammate, her classmate, standing there at first base, graduated on Thursday. They don't want this to be their last time on the home turf. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. McGrill looking for her first hit of the day.
Yeah, a couple flyouts and a strikeout back in the 3rd inning.
Swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1.
And if you're Lucas, just got to stay within yourself. You've really found your groove here in the last 4 or 5 innings. Just continue to do what you're doing. And Maya, she just got to find something in her zone, something that she can handle. Good bat on the ball and see what can happen.
The 1-1. Misses downstairs. Count now 2-1. Again, she'll be going to continue her educational career at Robert Morris. She doesn't want to think about fall classes yet. The 2-1 from Lucas. Catches the inside corner, and now Mohawk down to their final strike.
And this is where you got to be really protective of the plate here. You want to make sure you make contact. If it's a pitch on the outside or the inside corner, you got to, protect the plate here and try to stay alive to get a better shot at getting a base hit here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. Miss. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 4th strikeout of the game, and Harbor Creek knocks off the WPIAL champion Mohawk Warriors, and they will advance to the PIAA quarterfinals. Your final score here, Harbor Creek 7, Mohawk 1. We'll step aside, come back with our Tri-County Principals postgame show in a moment. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
On your way to the game? Be sure to refuel at Al's Corner. Finest gasoline since 1997, with the finest food around as well. With daily specials and pizza and subs available nightly until 10 p.m., you'll be properly refueled as well. Located just off the PA Turnpike on Big Beaver Boulevard in Coppell. Good luck to both teams tonight from Al's Corner, proud supporters of Mohawk Athletics. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab.
Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary.
From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
It's the Tri-County Principals postgame show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, and it's a disappointing one for Lawrence County. Harbor Creek 7-1. The District 10 runner-ups bounce back from their District 10 championship defeat to take down the WPIAL champions here today at Mohawk. 7-1 your final score. Tim, just real quick, your first thoughts. The the week off didn't bother Harbor Creek, and Mohawk just unable to capitalize on chances early on, really.
Yeah, it really was. They missed some opportunities in the first inning. And unfortunately, their solid defense that has really been there all season long had a tough inning in the fourth inning, and it really cost them some momentum in tonight's ball game as they ended up falling behind. They were down 1-0, and the next thing you know, they were down 4-0. And that was really kind of the story of the ball game. Is unfortunate they got a little sloppy in the field, throwing the ball all over the place, and in the process set Harbor Creek up for a big inning, and give Harbor Creek a lot of credit. They took advantage of their opportunity and were able to get those runs across and really take command of the game. And you got to give it up to Lucas, she was fantastic. After that second inning where she was kind of shaky, Addison Lucas settled down and didn't give up. He only gave up the one run, and really pitched a game kind of what we see out of Mohawk often, is they rely on the pitch to contact in their defense, and she did that here tonight for the Huskies, and in the process they're going to be moving on.
Yeah, and they will. They will take on either Forest Hills or Ligonier Valley. We'll try to get you a final score on that one here after our Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Starting the bottom of the first inning as Mohawk, they retired the first 7 batters that they faced, but in the bottom of the first inning, a 1-out walk from Erica Young, Olivia Hare singles, and then a 2-out walk from Lydia Cole. Bases were loaded, but a backwards strikeout, looking strikeout to retire Pizzulo ended. Fourth inning, and it was after a infield single for Brooke Sapala, but she was called out then for leaving early as she tried to steal second. Her sister Annabella flew out. It was 2 outs, but then a Addison Lucas infield single. Very next pitch, Talon King ropes a double to left center gap to score Lucas's courtesy runner Breeze all the way around, running like the Breeze, to make it 1-0. They extended that lead, 3 more runs in the 5th inning. Riley Vogt singled with 1 out in the 5th. Next batter, Bilski reached on an error. Maggie Konecki hits a single that scores Denning, the pinch runner, on a close play at the plate. And then the next batter, Brooke Sapala, hits a ground ball to the second baseman. Another throw to the plate, bang, bang, but the ball not able to be held onto at the plate. Made the score at that point 4-1, or 4-0, It became 4-1 when Mohawk put up a run in the bottom of the 6th inning. A 1-out single from Gianna Pizzulo, read a ball in the dirt to get to second on a wild pitch, stole third, and then scored on a single from Reagan Magno for the only RBI of the game for the Warriors. Made it score 4-1. And then the 7th inning, wheels sort of started to fall off. Riley Vogt went into to re-enter to hit. We'll get back to that one in a moment. It was a illegal in-entry, or a non-reported re-entry is the official terminology. We'll talk about that in a second. She ends up getting on base with an infield single, moves to second on the errant throw. Brooke Probilski gets her first hit of the game. Konecki drives in Vogt on an RBI single. A couple of fielders' choices to get the lead runner and get 2 down, but then Addison Lucas and Talon King with back-to-back RBI singles to make the score 7-1. In the final inning, a 1-out single from Erica Young. She was on base 3 times today, but a flyout and a strikeout to end the game and end Mohawk's season at 19-6. Harbor Creek now at 19-5 will advance to take on either the District 6 champion Forest Hills or the District 7 third-place team in Ligonier Valley. And I'll try to get a score on this one real quick, but there's your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Tim Continenza, just some quick thoughts here before we finish things up here.
Well, it's just a game where it was really 2 different games. The first 3 innings, I thought Mohawk just played, some of their best base or softball, I should say, tonight. And Magno was just in control. She didn't give up a base hit until the 4th inning. And just really didn't give up a runner until the 3rd inning, and was really on. You seemed to be like everything clicking, and then you just have one of those innings where things get away from you, and a couple tough plays in the infield, back to back on the same play, set up Harbor Creek for the opportunity for a big inning, and they took total advantage of it and really took control of the game there. It's not that it took the heart out of Mohawk, because Mohawk played well the rest of the game. They had a lot of atom balls.
Yeah.
They really, truly did. They hit the ball hard a few different times, but unfortunately, they didn't result in any hits. And in the process, they were unable to climb that mountain of 4-0. And unfortunately, in the 6th inning, again, some defense error put this situation in the 7th inning where they ended up scoring again three more times and really put this game out of reach. And but a tough loss for Mohawk. A very impressive win, though, for Harbor Creek. And congratulations to them, and best of luck as they continue their pursuit of a championship.
So real quick, by the way, I was able to talk to the umpires. Very gracious of them to stop and give an explanation to us on the way out. So yes, it is a non-reported substitute, which the first infraction is no penalty, just a warning to the bench. If it were to happen a second time, then it would be both player and manager restricted to the bench at that point. So basically, because it's not a correctable error, but essentially, yes, it was unreported. There was no batting out of order because she was in the right spot in the order, just the substitute had not gone in, or not re-entered, I should say. The starter had not re-entered. So that's why everything stays as it is, and just a warning at that point. So, again, big thanks to them for being able to give us a little insight onto the exact ruling and how the rule book was done. And they had some tough plays and tough calls today, and I thought the umpires did a great job. So big shout-out to them and all the umpires for everything that they do for us in helping us to get better and help to explain to you watching at home what's going on.
And I got to give this umpire crew credit, because they've always turned to us and announced what has happened in most opportunities all season long. And, I mean, that is a gracious thing that a lot of umpires don't necessarily need to do, but it is great when they do, because it gives us an opportunity to pass on the information right from them.
And that is exactly the reason why we do what we do, is to be able to try to help you guys at home understand what's going on, and we appreciate them for helping us to do our job as well. Winner of this one is Harbor Creek. They will take on Forest Hills. They defeat Ligonier Valley 3-2, so a pair of District 7 teams knocked out here in the first round of the playoffs. The other two games, Chestnut Ridge against South Park and Sharon against Avonworth. We'll get you scores on those real quick, but first, note of business, want to again thank our sponsor in Al's Corner. Again, big thanks to them. Check them out, Al's Corner. Great food, great gas, great everything there at Al's, and just, again, so great to us. We also have to give out our awards here, Tim, our MVP of the game and our Melee Chiropractic Play of the game. Let's start with the Melee Chiropractic Play of the game. It was a different thought here, because trying to spark a little bit of life on the base paths. Gianna Pizzulo able to do that.
Gianna Pizzulo got on base and with a base hit, and then she took second on a wild pitch, and then in the process stole third, all with one out, and then came home on an RBI single, and it was the only run of the scoreboard for the Warriors here today. But she gets our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award for her base running here today, and Gianna, Melee Chiropractic is proud to present tonight's Play of the Game to Gianna Pizzulo,
yep.
Yeah, Pizzulo of Mohawk. Melee Chiropractic is, and Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor tonight's honoree as I lost my Gianna. There it is. Yeah, lost my train of thought here. Gianna. For tonight's Play of the Game, and receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured live on the Triple Live High School Sports Network standout platforms on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game, a full list of this year's top plays on lcsportsnet.com. Click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again to Gianna Pizzulo for tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Before we announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, all four teams from District 7 lose today in Class 3A. 7-1 Harbor Creek.